Oh hey YouTube, good morning, it's Cherise here, and I have several things to kind of try out today, a few things. This is going to be a kind of foundation first impression kind of and demo part 2 of the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I originally got the shade Golden Toffee, but it ended up being too red on my skin, on my face, so I decided to order the next shade up, which is Chesnut, so we're going to try that out today. I have a feeling I might need to mix them, but let me tell you what's already on my face. And I'm really looking forward to doing a final review on these new Milani products that I've purchased because I really like them. So I cleansed my face using my Glam Glow, and then I primed with the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, and this is the mattifying and pore minimizing one. I really do like this. It just needs to be shaken up. That's my only recommendation. So I shook it up and then applied it all over the face. And now we're going to go in with the foundation in the shade 13 Chestnut. So this is the next to darkest shade, and I'm going to be trying out a new brush from NYX that I recently ordered, and it just came in yesterday. So we're going to use this all over multi-purpose brush from them to blend out this foundation. I also have a clean beauty blender on deck, and I'm drinking a pumpkin spice latte. 12 ounces of pumpkin spice latte are in this cup. So let's start with this foundation. So I'm going to put a pump on my finger. That's what it looks like. And we're going to dab this on my face. It's already looking a little light. I tested it out and did some swatches yesterday. That video will be uploaded along with this one of the color. So I know that it's going to be a little light, but we're going to blend it out and see what happens. And this is probably about 2.5 pumps that you see on my face. Okay, maybe 3. I'm not doing full pumps, just doing little bits at a time. So we have that on. Now we're going to blend it out using the brush from NYX. I've got a mirror here. Smells good. That's strange. I didn't notice that about the other one, I don't think. Maybe I'm smelling a pumpkin spice latte, but I don't know. I think this foundation smells good. Alright, we can already see that this color is much better for me just looking at the blank spots on this side of my face compared to this side. So Chestnut it is. I thought I was going to be a little light. I thought I was going to have to mix. But I think we're good with this shade. Yes, finally, a new foundation that I don't have to mix or lighten with powder or concealer. I can just wear it alone. Praise Him. Thank you, Lord. And this brush isn't super dense, which is why I kind of like it for blending this out, because it's not super duper dense. It's actually kind of fluffy. And it's going to be a Turban Tuesday for me. I just put some twist in my hair. No, I did a braid out. I'm doing a braid out. So I need my braids to dry. My hair takes a long time to dry. So I'm going to do some sort of turban look today. And I have a teaching demo. And we are having a donut sale. Today's like a very busy day for me. So this is one light layer. It's almost full coverage. I can see some of my imperfections showing through just a little bit, but I put less foundation on this side. So I'm using a Milani foundation and a Milani primer. So I feel like this color looks really good, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm just going to go in with some more Chesnut and my Beauty Blender. So let me use this brush one last time. I don't mind having like a little bit lighter, more sheer coverage in the center of my face and on my forehead. But for the cheeks and the chin area, I like more full coverage. And I might use this brush for powder as well. It's a really nice brush, but the foundation is looking really good with my skin tone, which makes me happy. But now we're going to take some more of the foundation and conceal some of my imperfections that are kind of shining through just a little bit. You can't really see it on camera, but I can see it in real life. So I'm going to take one pump. And the stuff is pretty thick. I'm going to take a one pump. I'm just kind of, I was trying to spread it out more, but it's not how things happen. That's okay though. Taking the Beauty Blender. Oh yeah, I think I'd get more coverage with the Beauty Blender. I'm just going to Beauty Blend this out. This is a damp, freshly washed Beauty Blender. Alright, that's much better. So now we're going to do one more pump on this side. Yeah, I'm so glad Chesnut like matches me perfectly. And I have a feeling that Golden Toffee will match me after band camp. Hashtag winning. Hashtag I won't have to buy any new foundations, really. I already have too many. So it starts off looking lighter and then like matches my skin tone exactly. This is my perfect shade. Chestnut seems to just be my color as of late. Chestnut or beautiful brown seems to be my shade lately. No, this is the foundation that smells good. It smells good. I don't know how to describe the smell, but it smells good. Alright, so now we are starting to get some full coverage. You know, it might as well just go in. Let's do the whole face, full coverage for everybody. So that's what one pump looks like. If you're wondering, that's what one full pump looks like. A lot comes out. Yeah, I really like this color a lot. So now I have more than enough foundation on my face. I'm gonna push my scarves back a little bit just so I can get the edges of my hair, even though they won't be showing. I think I like applying this with a Beauty Blender more than a brush. And since this is such a good shade for me, we're gonna set it with translucent powder. Yay! I get to use my favorite translucent powder. That makes me happy. And I'm gonna use a flat top brush, not the NYX brush, because I like using a flat top brush. for my powders so I could really pack it on. So right now it's looking quite dewy. I don't know what kind of finish it's supposed to have, but this is like ultra dewy on my skin. And I have oily skin, so this ain't gonna fly. So we're gonna set it with my Black Opal Invisible Oil Blocking Powder, which is one of my favorite powders for oil control. This is what it's looking like. I'm just beauty blending all over now. We're going to be doing this sort of simple glam look today. I'm going to drink some of this pumpkin spice latte. I just need to let it cool down a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see the steam. It's still very hot. If you're wondering about my bed, I need to wash my comforter, so that's why it looks kind of janky. Where is... oh, it's underneath the blanket. Alright, so I'm going to use this flat top brush from BH Cosmetics. And my Black Opal Invisible Oil Blocking Powder. Let me just get up close so you guys can see how it looks on the skin. I can see this being on a runway, like this look being on a runway. New York Fashion Week. I want my people to be super dewy with no eyebrows or eyelashes and natural lip and super even skin. That's what this look would be. Alright, so we're going to press this powder all over the face into the skin. And at first it's going to make me look kind of ashy, as you can see. But after a while, once it settles and everything kind of mixes and meshes, it won't be ashy. And this is just going to make sure that this foundation stays, does not stray onto other people, onto clothing, onto any other sort of objects. And I'm pressing so that I don't lose any coverage. And I'm applying it quite heavily. And I'll do half my face so you guys can see the difference it makes in the finish. I don't know what kind of finish this foundation is supposed to have. Let me read to you the claims. It says this is a medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula that's long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. So we're going to test all that out. I mean, some of you are going to be like, you're destroying the finish of that foundation or the nice rich color that really matches my skin so well. By putting that translucent powder, but believe me, once my oils start to break through, it's going to change back to how it was. But for now, I have to be kind of dull so that it stays and it gets locked in. Because I have oily skin. Like I said, for now it's going to look kind of dull, as you can see. But it will come back to life. So I am liking this color so much better. Now I can actually focus on how the foundation actually performs, how it lasts, does it crease, all that good stuff today. Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, this foundation is so red. And the first time I tried it out, I was actually teaching a makeup class that day, and I was like, I feel really bad for wearing this super red foundation when I'm teaching a makeup class, but I was anxious to try it out. I thought the darker shade would match me best. And I know that it will eventually once I get a tan and everything and start working band camp. It will match me. But yeah, if it had more of a matte satin finish, then I wouldn't set it with powder because it's so pretty on its own. But it's currently 8:42 and I just need to go pick up the donuts from Krispy Kreme for our donut sale fundraiser at 10:45, so I have 2 hours. So before then, I was just planning to go finish up all these things that I have to do for my lesson plan, printing that stuff out at the library. But before that, I'm going to practice. I might go eat breakfast. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of hungry. Y'all know how I've been lately. I've just been so hungry. I'm like, why am I so hungry? Am I growing? Definitely not pregnant, so that's out of the question. I don't know what's going on, but I'm so hungry. I have been trying to gain weight, so maybe that's God's way of like helping me gain weight, making me hungrier so that I want to eat more, so that I naturally do gain weight. Alright, so I'm just making sure that everywhere is set securely. Did I just get some makeup in here? I think so. I got it out. I accidentally got some makeup in my pumpkin spice latte. So now what I'm going to do is take this beauty blender that has some leftover foundation on it and go over the top of this powder with the beauty blender that has some leftover foundation on it. And this should help add a little bit of radiance back into the skin and help to further press the powder into the foundation. And it takes away from the powdery look and the dullness of that oil block powder. And I still see a few dark spots kind of coming through. I don't know if y'all can see them. Maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. I don't know. Like just barely coming through, but that's okay because we're going to contour. Alright, so I have a teaching demo today. But I think I'm going to add just a little bit of contour, a little bit of bronzer, highlight, blush, all that good stuff today to the face. So to do that, I'm going to start with contouring. And I'm going to use, let me go ahead and take out some of the other things I want to wear. See my favorite contouring powder up here, probably because I haven't contoured in such a long time. We'll just use Cover FX because it's the first thing I see. Alright, so I'm going to contour with this Cover FX Pressed Mineral Foundation Powder in N110. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just going to go into the powder, pick some of that up, and apply that where I want my contour to be. And I'm just going to take it all over the brush and kind of just hug that cheekbone. And if it looks harsh, that's okay because we're going to be going over with bronzer and highlighter and blush. So that's what that's looking like. I'm not going for anything too intense or super angular or perfect. So that's what we've got going on so far. I'm also going to take this on the side of my nose. I feel like this shade is like a perfect shadow shade for me because it's just a little bit too dark for my skin. And it's a very neutral tone brown. And as you can see, the contour of the nose is coming through. I'm also getting right in that curve. I don't even know what you call it. It's not your occipital bone. Is that even a word? Is that even a bone? My mom took like anatomy way back in the day, and I remember some of the words that she would say. I don't remember what they mean. Occipital, is that a bone? Somebody who's like in the medical profession, please let me know. I also have a friend in medical school. I could ask her. She probably won't respond because she's super busy. Also taking this underneath the nose. I could look it up. I could ask Siri. But it's not that serious to me. But I thought your occipital bone was this bone like where your eye socket is. I feel like I'm making up a word. I do that quite often actually. It's quite an awesome tool for my poetry writing. Especially when I need to rhyme stuff. I'm also going to apply some of this under the chin and right on the jawline. Did you hear my stomach just now? Okay. And we're going to add a little bit to the hairline. Literally kind of dusting around the hairline. Swirl and dust. Bend and snap. Swirl and dust. We can can see the forehead transformation beginning. I don't know if y'all are hearing what I'm hearing. Alright, so that's just enough. It's not too much. So again, I contoured with the Cover FX powder, the Pressed Mineral Foundation powder in N110, which is a little bit too dark for me right now. Now I'm going to go into my CoverGirl Queen Ebony Bronze Bronzer. I'm going to wipe off this brush on a cloth to get some of the contour off. And now I'm going to go pick up some of this bronzer. I'm just going to swirl it all in there. Swirl this around in there. And now I'm going to kind of bronze right above the contour to add some warmth to the skin. And I need to get a new one of these. I feel like it's dead. I got wet, but okay. Just do what you can. Oh yeah, I see it coming through. So I'm going in circular motions, kind of right over that entire area. And I'm only going to do this to my cheeks. It's going to add some warmth. Like I said, I'm going in circular motions over the whole area. And I'm going to blend everything using the Beauty Blender at the end. Oh yeah, there's some bronzer still in there. So it's definitely coming through. I definitely see it. Alright, I'm just going to put a little bit on the forehead right above the eyebrow. And I'm taking a little bit on the sides of my nose. On the bottom of my nose. So now we're moving on to blush and highlight. I'm going to do highlight next. I'm using my Black Radiance Ginger Snap, all-time fave. And we're not going to do a lot. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see what happens. And I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush, what I like to normally use. Done with bronzer. And that's very, very strong right there. And so I'm just putting this right on my bone, the highest point of my cheekbone. Also going to take a little bit up here where the bronzer, replace the bronzer. Just for some added glisten and glow. You can see it kind of coming through. Right on that bone, right there. Yes, there we go. And we're going to do the nose, the bridge of the nose. I just like to sweep back and forth right across, and then tip the nose. And Cupid's bow. Going into the brows a little more. This is what we're looking like so far. Alright, so I'm gonna take the beauty blender. Where did I put it? Vobis Das Beauty Blender. Found it. Ooh, I should take the NYX brush as well. So I'm going to take the NYX brush that we used to first blend out the foundation. And I'm going to use this to go ahead and blend out everything that we've done. I'm going to sharpen up the contour, as you can see, and the bronzer, which is all nicely layered and stacked right now, which is something you don't usually see me do. You don't see me use contour and bronzer and highlight and blush all in one video, but I am today. I feel like it. I'm literally just blending. Blending, blending, blending. Especially this nose area needs to be blending. Going in with the beauty blender on the sides of the nose. Just to make sure that it transitions and kind of fades. This highlight is really popping though. Really, really popping. Like, really popping. Alright, so blush. For blush, I want an orange blush. It's going to be 75 degrees today. Well, orange, ooh, that might not match what I'm going to wear. I don't even know what I'm going to wear yet, or what head wrap I'm going to wear. So you know what, we'll do my favorite blush in here. That's kind of neutral. So, scratch orange blush. We're going to go into this blush right here that looks brown, but it's actually like a shimmery, kind of pinkish color. Ooh, I need to drink my pumpkin spice latte. Come through contour and bronzer. So I'm going to take this blush, which I have a lot packed onto my brush right now. I'm going to apply this right onto the cheek area. That looks so pretty. And I'm brushing it upward. Yes, come through. Same thing for the other side. I'm applying it quite heavily on my brush. I'm starting on the apple of my cheek. I'm kind of brushing upward. And all these colors together on my cheek just gives such a pretty look. Just checking to make sure that they're even. All right. I feel like my face is just super dewy. So just to double make sure that the center of my face doesn't get too oily, going back into that invisible oil blocking powder with the brush that we use, the NYX brush that we use to blend out the foundation. And I'm just going to use this to kind of pat right in this little problem area where I get oily. just to make sure that we don't run into any danger as in an oil slick on my face as the time goes on. Also taking this up into the forehead as well. And leaving the dew everywhere else. The dew. The dew. Even with the powder, it still has, like, my face still has, like, a very glowy look to it. Very pretty. Yes, for the color of this foundation. Alright, so we're done with the skin, y'all. Time to go on to the eyes. And I'm keeping everything drugstore. Yeah, I kept everything. Oh, I use Cover FX. But I normally would use my Maybelline Fit Me 360 powder, but that was just the first thing I saw. So basically keeping this look almost 100% drugstore. I'm going to use the drugstore palette on my eyes. And the palette I'm going to use is going to be from Wet n Wild. And we'll use the Comfort Zone palette. I haven't used this in a video in a while. But I watched CK Beauty last night do her February favorites. And she used the Manny MUA makeup palette. And she did this really pretty, kind of like blue look on her lid. And I know the perfect dupe for that shadow, which is in this palette. So I think I'm just going to use that all over my lid. And it's like this iridescent, really pretty shade. And I feel like it will match something I have to wear today. So let me get everything all situated and get a couple of brushes that I know I'm going to need. And for y'all's sake, I'm not going to do my brows on camera today. Even though this video is still going to be long. It's okay though. I don't expect anyone to watch all these all the way through. Alright, so starting with a big fluffy brush that I normally like to use on my lid. We are going into this color right down here. This ooh. Okay, palette. This bluish color right here. And I'm going to apply that all over the lid. Yeah, my skin is like super dewy. But I used a mattifying primer. What's happening? I'm going to apply this all over the lid. As you can see, it kind of changes colors. Sometimes it looks purple, sometimes it looks turquoise. And that's what her shadow reminded me of this color. From the Wet n Wild palette. So I'm applying that all over my lid, as you can see, and right into the crease. Like so. In a very rounded form. Now the same thing for the other eye. Actually, I think another dress I can wear with this eye look. going right into that crease and rounding it out. Like so. As you can see, it looks like two different colors, but we used one eyeshadow. When I turn my head, it like changes colors. Isn't that pretty? So now using the same brush, I'm going to apply this to my bottom lash line as well. Trying not to get any fallout on my face. And try not to get eyeshadow in my eyeball. I'm still thinking about the word occipital. I think that's a thing. Or is it this bone right here, like your brow bone? Is that your occipital bone? I'm still wondering about that. Yeah, I'm interesting. I'm strange. It's okay. Alright, so I applied it on the bottom lash line and connected it up to, like in the outer corner area, to the top, so there's no gaps. And now I don't know what to do. Now I'm going to take a brush that has nothing on it and blend out the edges of this eyeshadow. Like so. And now for my brow bone and inner tear duct area, I'm not sure what shade I want to use. Let me swatch something real quick. Yeah, we'll use that one. So I'm going to use on the same exact side the brow bone color. So what I have on my lid is the definer color, and now I'm adding the brow bone color to the brow bone and the inner tear duct. And to apply it to my inner tear duct, I'm using this brush that I always use to apply things to my inner tear duct from Coastal Scents. And it's basically like a silver color, as you can see. That's really pretty. And my eyes are kind of like fall, winter, kind of cool and dark, but the skin is very warm and glowy and bronzy and springy and summery, so we have some contrast going on. Interesting contrast. I don't really have a plan for this look. I just kind of started doing something. So hopefully I like the finished product. So now with that brush that has nothing on it that we used to blend out the edges of the shadow, I'm going to use that to go into that brow bone color. That silver. And apply this right under here. Which already has a little bit of gold, so they're going to mix together, which will be interesting. We're kind of playing with warm and cool now, which I didn't intend, but c'est la vie. Y'all, does my face not look like super dewy to you guys? My skin. I don't know what to do to make it not so dewy. Like, I'm not used to this. What did I use this brush for? Oh, to apply my translucent powder. It's like, what is this doing? So I'm taking that brush and kind of going over those spots, you know. Alright, cool. So with this eye look, I feel like we're just gonna be super intense now. Well, that's all I'm using from the Comfort Zone palette. I use the definer color down here. That's like that bluish iridescent color. And I use the brow bone color to highlight my inner tear duct and my brow bone. But I love this shadow. Like, it's so pretty because it looks like I have two shadows on, but it's just one. It's so pretty. But I feel like I need like black on the lower lash waterline. I need black winged eyeliner. I just need to be fierce. What head wrap am I gonna wear with this? What am I even gonna wear today with this look? I don't know. Alright, so I'm using this NYX retractable eyeliner crown in the color black. And I believe it's waterproof. Yeah, it's waterproof. And we're gonna put this in the bottom waterline. If it will even show up. It does a little bit. Of course, I'm gonna tear up. Hopefully not cry. My face feels a little tacky. That's interesting. I just applied a ton of powder and it knew why my face feels tacky. That's really strange. Yeah, do you? Do you see how like instantaneously got shiny? I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna have to do something. I might need to try a different powder. But I don't want to use a colored powder because I like the color of the foundation. But I'm just applying this black. Down there, as you can see, it's starting to come through a little bit. It's so strange. My face feels tacky. I don't like that. That's so strange. Now we're going to do a winged eyeliner on top. That's just enough black. I want it just a little bit. There we go. So for eyeliner, we'll use the e.l.f. ink Incision. What is this called? Intense ink liner. Incision, precision, and intense put together. I'm starting off with a line. I'm not going to go all the way in. I started kind of in the middle. Really close to the lash line. I'm literally just brushing it sideways, hot dog style, across my lash line. Now I'm drawing the wings you saw. I'm doing the outline for it. And of course it got messed up. I want it to be rather skinny. as you can see. This is some intense makeup for a teaching demo. I was about to sneeze and then it went away. That's okay. I'm an intense person sometimes. And harmonics are intense. And of course, they're a little lopsided. My wings. One goes more down, the other one's go more up. Wow, they're really lopsided. I'm just gonna kind of beauty blend over that. Mistake. Just dabbing it right over the top. And I'm gonna try and go more out instead of up. It's somewhat better. You can kind of see the shadow of the mistake. That's okay though. It's a little bit better. Right? Yeah, okay. Winged eyeliner is hard, guys. So now we have our eyeliner. It's really thin, really sleek. That's what I wanted. And now mascara. Do you guys see? I don't like how my face is like looking so shiny. And it feels tacky. Like, this is strange. I've never experienced this before. Y'all saw me like tap on the invisible oil blocking powder. I don't know what's happening. Y'all are seeing it here live. Let's see how long it takes to get shiny again, because I feel like I just did this 1,000 times. I don't have time to be playing these games. You know, we might as well just be dark and vampy today. But no, I want this to be a spring look. I don't know what I'm doing. What I want my face to look like. I know I don't want it to be super oily like it just was. And I don't want it to feel sticky and tacky. That's a no. Alright, I feel like I have just applied all the powder in the world. Okay, mascara. CoverGirl the Supersizer, keeping it with the drugstore. Oops, I just got on my lid. Okay. Y'all can't really see it. Okay. Keeping it moving. Yes, lashes. So I had a dress in mind, but then I realized I don't have a head wrap to go with that. Do you hear the birds? Like, it just sounds like spring outside. That's so exciting. I hope my roommate is awake. She has something to go to from 10 a.m. to 12. I need to go print this stuff out for my lesson. I might just go straight to the library and then straight to the donut place. Or I could go print in the West Center. Yeah, I'll do that. No, but I have to scan something. So that means I have to go to the library. Supposedly they're having an egg extravaganza where they hid 1,000 eggs in the library that you're supposed to go find. And my roommate just left. One of my other roommates just left, like, not too long ago to go see what that was about. And they're giving away, like, cafe cash and, like, Starbucks gift cards. Like, what? So I might go check that out, even though I really should go practice. But if I'm going to be at the library printing stuff, might as well join in the fun. Okay, literally my skin is already due again, like 5 seconds later. But it doesn't feel as tacky. We're gonna see how this foundation lasts and how it looks and how I feel about it as time goes on, because right now I'm scared, kind of scared. And I don't think it would be the primer because I use the Milani primer with it. I don't think it would really be the powder because this powder works with every foundation. We will see. I mean, it looks good though, but it's just different than what I'm used to. Can y'all hear that nature outside? It just sounds like a beautiful day. Alright, I'm done applying mascara to my upper and lower lashes now. Now I need a lip color. I feel like I need to throw some more powder on my face. I know that's bad. But just, I don't know, I'm scared that I'm gonna like melt because of how dewy this looks. I legitimately feel some type of way. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this L'Oreal True Match powder in C8 Cocoa. I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and we're just gonna, you know, casually place just a little bit. Not taking very much at all. Just, you know, just lightly. Taking a little bit of this colored powder. And dusting that on just a little bit. Okay. So just from looking at myself in the computer screen, I think a nude lip would be nice with this. Or I could do super vampy, non-springy lip. Just gonna go ahead and put the brush in here, the invisible oil blocking powder. Those are my lippies from yesterday. Still have my beauty blender. So I could do a super dark vampy purple lip, which would be really, really pretty. Or I could just kind of go with my natural lip color. I think I'm just going to wear this Jordana Matte Bare lipstick. It's one of their modern matte lipsticks. It's a little on the pinky side. But it's close to my natural lip color. Why is my leg so itchy right now? I'm so random. Okay, so I'm going to wear this Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick in Matte Bare, which I have on. Yeah, a little bit more. It's a really pretty nude. It's just so pink. Okay. And that concludes this look. I don't even know what I'm going to call it. But it was inspired by the look that Siki Beauty was wearing from the Manny MUA palette. It's not an exact recreation, but it was definitely inspired by that look she had in her February Favorites video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this foundation. The shade, how it looks on the skin. I think it looks awesome. I'm feeling myself. I'm gonna go and figure out what I'm gonna wear, and I'm also gonna finish my brows because my brows were not yet. These brows, no. So I need to finish my brows, and if you want to see the finished look with brows and just see me on the Snap and the IG, follow me at ohsoberrysaxy. Again, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support, and I hope you guys enjoyed this ridiculously long, random, unplanned, unorganized tutorial. / get ready with me. Get ready with me. Alright, bye YouTube.